The town of Sandbach in the county of Cheshire lies 25 miles south of Manchester and 50 miles north of Birmingham. It is close to junction 17 of the M6 motorway and to the main line railway station at Crewe. Sandbach is of ancient origin, but few traces of life prior to Saxon times have been found. In the Domesday survey of 1086, there are 2 entries for Sandbach, or Sandbecht as it was then known. The greater part of the land was owned by Bigot, and the remainder by the Earl of Chester. It records also that there was a church and a priest. Indeed, the recent analysis of Saxon remains indicates that an important minster church may have existed here, part of the Diocese of Lichfield. This aerial view, photographed around 1918 from an air balloon, clearly shows the town hall in the centre of the picture, the square to the upper right, and in the top left-hand corner, Scotch Common, the point at which we shall start this photographic tour of Sandbach, then and now. Here then is Scotch Common, so named after a skirmish which took place on the 3rd of September in 1651, a market day. A party of Scottish troops on horseback were passing through the town after retreating from the Battle of Worcester, and were attacked by local people. According to accounts of the time, fighting went on for 2 or 3 hours, during which 9 or 10 soldiers were killed and 100 taken prisoner. The townsfolk had only 2 or 3 casualties, but a number of sustained injuries. Things look relatively peaceful in this photograph, taken in 2007, in a view directed across to the Congleton Road. This photograph, again looking towards Congleton Road, shows the town in celebration. The mode of dress suggests the late 19th century, and the occasion may have been Queen Victoria's Golden or Diamond Jubilee. In the background, the old silk mill can be seen. The Scotch Common is common land, formerly under the supervision of the Lord of the Manor of Sandbach. In 1917, the manorial rights were given by Lord Crewe to the town for the benefit of the townspeople. It cannot be sold, enclosed, or built upon. Over the centuries, it has been the scene of fairs, celebrations, as in this photograph, public gatherings and amusements, and today it accommodates the market every Thursday, and on other days it acts as a car park. We now turn towards the library, situated on the east side of the common. This same view from 1910 shows to the left Common's house, and on the right the Mason's Hall. An interesting story surrounds an incident which took place on the common in 1583. 32 local landowners and gentlemen, including the vicar, were indicted for, and I quote, bowling upon the common green or commons contrary to statute. They were obviously not to be repressed, because several of them were fined again 6 months later for the same offence. The current library was opened on the 17th of March in 1970. To make way for that building, this one was demolished in 1969. Originally known as Common's House, it was probably built by John Wilson around 1740. The building was given to Sandbach Council in 1897 by the Marriott family, in memory of their father, and as a contribution towards a permanent memorial of the 60th reign of Queen Victoria.